Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games. Each week we demonstrate a different Path of Exile character build that a player is proud of. This week's build is a level 71 Shadow that uses the skill Discharge to great effect. During combat, characters can generate various types of charges by using different skills. For example, the skill Enduring Cry generates endurance charges, which grant you some additional protection. An alternative use for these charges is the Discharge skill, which consumes them all, dealing damage to nearby enemies based on how many charges you had. The type of damage depends on the types of charges used. Endurance charges deal fire, Frenzy charges cold, and power charges deal lightning damage. In addition to endurance charges generated by Enduring Cry, this build can generate frenzy charges by either hitting monsters with a frenzy skill, or by using the Blood Rage buff. Power charges are generated for this character automatically as he gets critical hits by the unique Vol's Protector armor that he wears. The drawback of this armor is that half the character's mana is removed. Getting enough critical hits to create a constant stream of power charges is important for this build. Because of that, Critical Weakness Curse can be used to increase the rate of critical strikes and also their damage. The character wears 4 diamond flasks so that he can get a few seconds of entirely critical strikes on demand to fuel his damage and power charges. As you've seen, the build also uses Decoy Totem to distract monsters so that there's less heat on the player. The Discipline and Grace auras add a degree of defense to this build. The Wrath aura is used to increase the dagger damage that the character deals while charging up. On the character's passive skill tree, he had to travel relatively wide in order to pick up enough additional charge nodes. He managed to get 2 additional maximum frenzy charges and 2 power charges. It would have been too far to travel to try to get more endurance charges as well. He also allocated Chaos Inoculation, which makes him immune to chaos damage but causes him to rely entirely on his energy shield and evasion, rather than life. The remainder of his points purchased a large amount of lethality in the form of critical strike damage, critical strike chance, spell damage, and area of effect damage. Because his unique armor halves his mana pool, he has had to allocate mana in the passive tree to compensate. The player notes that if they had picked a witch instead of a shadow, they'd get easier access to more spell damage, but would have had less access to attack speed. Of course, it'd be a very different experience leveling the character up then. Other than the Vol's Protector armor that I have already described, this character uses no unique items. The remaining rares are an interesting compromise of damage and caster mods to improve both his dagger attacks and discharges. His 2 primary skills are augmented by 3 support gems. Frenzy has accuracy, faster attacks, and critical strikes. Discharge has reduced mana, critical damage, and critical strikes attached. Path of Exile is approaching open beta. If you'd like to play before then, you can buy a supporter pack from pathofexile.com. If you liked this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks very much for watching, and see you next week.